Oh my gosh, my Roomba escaped by itself. I was like, I'm not getting this Roomba. I'm tired of it. I'm full as heck. I was like, and I ate my burger, ate my muscle mac, a homemade burger. Well, actually, it was a frozen homemade one. And I was like, I'm not getting this. But it ended up freeing itself from under my wall unit. And what was I going to say? Oh, the crucifixions. Look at this wall here. This one makes me want to throw up, sort of. Because it feels like I shouldn't have ate my burger with seeing a wall unit like that. Where are we here? Oh, crucifixion. Okay, it's not only a thing that was done to Jesus, it's also a thing that's done to criminals. Well, many in history, many a times, so much so. Well, I think Jesus is the most famous person that was ever crucified. But believe it or not, even to this modern day, there's crucifixions that happen in this world. And I'm trying to pull it up, but I can't, but you get the point. Jesus was one of the most famous ones, or what have you, but they do generally the same thing to most of them. Nails through the hands, nails through the feet, and whatnot. And believe it or not, every year you can go onto the internet and you can watch the crucifixions. You can watch the crucifixions live on the internet. In the Philippines, they still do it. Right now, I'm excited about it because I'm young. I don't know how I'll feel about it when I get older, but I'm excited to watch it, sort of, and I've been commemorating with it. But I'm also not excited at the same time. I know how painful it must be to get crucified. Okay? It's held on Good Friday and is part of the local observance of Holy Week. Devotees or penitents called Mag Duram in Kapam Panagan are willingly crucified in imitation of Jesus Christ's suffering and death. While related practices include carrying wooden crosses, crawling on rough pavement, and self-flagellation. Penitents consider these acts to be mortification of the flesh and undertake these to ask forgiveness for sins, to fulfill a panada, Filipino, it means vow, or to express gratitude for favors granted. In the most famous case, Reuben such and such, Anaje, he was crucified. They drove 4-inch nails into both hands and feet. Then he was lifted on a wooden cross for around 5 minutes. He's been crucified 33 times. Right through his hands. I've got a needle right through my hand before. It hurt like hell. And you're up so high, the Lord can see you being sacrificed. Like the Lord is looking down upon you, and it's a great way to display that one to the Lord. And some Jehovah's Witnesses think or say that it was just a stake and whatnot, but yes, these are the two ways that people like were tortured and killed and whatnot in history. They put their head on a stake, or they were crucified on a cross, and that's what that means. So anybody that tells you that either one, it was, yeah, originally it was a stake. That's the most like cheapest sort of like primitive way that they did it, right? Was the head on a stake. That was a really bad one. You did not want to get a head on a stake. Like kings would make it happen, all different things. If you made somebody mad, you would get your head on a stake. And it was the most ultimate, one of the most ultimate torturous, along with the crucifixion. Or if you violated the law. The crucifixion was more done by like very organized large cities and things like that, like big civilizations that could afford these gigantic wood beams put into a cross, manufactured into a cross with the amount of soldiers and the hammer. Your more primitive civilizations would have the head on a stake. So there's much to learn about that. But I think that's all for now. But here's some ones that have been crucified in Philippines. And some are criminals and don't want to be. Well, actually, in the crucifixion in the Philippines, I think this is the demonstration. But elsewhere in history, there's ones where they're executed and whatnot. I only watched it 1 year. The Catholic Company. Crosses and crucifixes. This one's really nice. The 12 Apostles Crucifix. I believe 12 inches long. I believe those are some brothers there. I think one is John, is it not? I'm not sure. You'd have to tell me who those ones are. And we got some others here. And some more here. I'm not sure who they were. I think those are the 12 apostles. Yes. They're the 12 apostles. And I believe even my name was well, no, actually, Thomas, was I an apostle? Yes, I was. Thomas was an apostle. Oh, so we see the apostles there. I believe I've seen Thomas. He's at the bottom here. Is that Thomas there? You had David the apostle, did you not? David the prophet. There was King David. Let's list the 12 apostles. Peter, Andrew, James, John. My father's name is John. I know Peter, but not one of the apostles, but one that's taken his name. Peter, Andrew, or they may be descended upon. James, John, which happens to be a woman, is it? No, it's a guy. I don't know, but he looks very feminine or something. Seemed to be very young. It says Philip, Nathaniel, or Bartholomew. Oh, he went by Bartholomew or Nathaniel. And it's came back to a time where people are using their long form names now. It's a more of a mature thing. Like my brother, he's starting to go more now by Nicholas or Nicholas. Matthew. Thomas. James the Less. Simon the Zealot. Thaddeus or Jude. Judas Iscariot. Here's the Last Supper. I have that scroll, or I have a scroll. It's not a scroll, but I have that scroll. I think it was a scrolled painting. I'm not sure. But anyways, I have a scrolled painting of it. Reprint scroll. It's a scroll that's a reprint of the Last Supper. So that's gotten me deeper and deeper ever since I bought that one to look at it and things. Andrew the Apostle, follower of Jesus Christ. And I've heard one say, do not use the Lord's name in vain. But did you know that ones that use the Lord's name in vain can and still are in ones that follow Jesus Christ? For instance, somebody that utters the term Jesus Christ when they're mad or something. Well, sometimes you get told, do not say the Lord's name in vain. But if they're not a follower of Jesus Christ, why would they ever utter the words of Jesus? Or how about the term God damn it? Somebody that uses the word God damn it, they are followers of God and followers of Jesus Christ, whether they know it or not. I use the term God damn it, and I understand that. Because they have it enough in their mind that they say, God damn it. Or they say, Jesus Christ. They aren't saying any other term. But I think Allah Akbar is much like God damn it. And it took me a really long time to understand what Allah Akbar meant. And they say it means God is great, God is greatest. But I think it also means God damn it, and they get hit or whatever. Because it's something that they used to say when they would get, like, in warfare or something. I've seen it before. When I grew up, there was all types of Allah Akbar, Allahu Akbar memes. Your face when your sixth wife sneezes without your permission. I don't mind Bin Laden, the character, on the internet. We can't pull up what's his name real quick. But anyways, I don't know what those ones are, but what about the AKBAR meme and snack bar? ALLAHU snack bar, ALLAHU Azkaban, prisoners of Azkaban, ALLAHU Akbar. Yeah, I'll pull it up. The Pakistan pilot, he wants to be a pilot. This is probably my most favorite meme coming out of the Middle East lately.
Educational institution as possible, and I'm proud to be a Pakistani.
The next generation of Pakistan is going to make Pakistan literacy 100%.
I will be a soldier and protect Pakistan.
Yes, we should have a spirit.
To sacrifice my own life for Pakistan.
That's the spirit, great.
Uh-oh.
I would like to serve my country by being a doctor. I love Pakistan.
You see,
One second. This one's only 6 seconds. I want the full one. Let's head over to YouTube. I think there's the full one. Pakistan. Yeah, here it is.
My pledge is that I will be pilot and I will help everyone. Pilot.
yeah, he's a pilot, great.
When I will grow up, I will be army and save Pakistan and destroy India.
Strong army, wow, great.
I will open as much educational institution as possible, and I'm proud to be a Pakistani.
The next generation of Pakistan is going to make Pakistan literacy 100%.
My pledge is to when I will grow up, I will help the poor people by giving their home, by giving them homes.
Inshallah, he is going to give homes to everyone.
I pledge to my country that I will finish all corruption, and so we will prove to Pakistan is not less than any other country. Pakistan Zindabad.
Pakistan Zindabad.
I love Pakistan. I will sacrifice my life for Pakistan. I love Pakistan.
We all love Pakistan. Pakistan.
Sorry.
I love the Hindu Kush from Pakistan.
Country. Pakistan.
Or the Hindu Kush Mountain.
Pakistan Zindabad.
We pledge to help Pakistan as much as we can. Pakistan
What?
Zindabad.
Pakistan Zindabad.
My pledge is that I will be pilot and I will help everyone.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Yeah, he's a pilot, great.
My pledge is to that I will study hard.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
For my
Yeah,
country.
he's going to study hard, Bryce.
Why are you bullying me?
My pledge is to help people who need for like people money and all this.
He's going to help the people in Pakistan, great.
To sacrifice my own life for Pakistan.
That's the spirit, great.
I pledge that I will be
I'm just learning about the Hindu Kush Himalayan region, and I love Himalayan pink salt. And I've watched a documentary about Himalayan pink salt recently, and that comes from Pakistan. And my mother is #1 buyer, in my family. is a #1 buyer of Himalayan pink salt. My mom buys it. My Auntie Susan buys it. My Auntie Patty buys it. I want to buy it. We are #1 buyers Himalayan pink rock salt from Pakistan. I checked the thing. It says from Pakistan right on it. And everybody I know, all my family, has Himalayan pink salt. Just saying. Because I hear some people saying bad things about my mother. But no, just know she is big. She always had, she doesn't, I don't know if she knows it comes from Pakistan, but when she thinks Himalayan pink salt, she thinks the Himalayan mountains and all that. But that's how it is right now with some people, as they are just dissolving the salts and it's just starting to hit, get to them. And just like me, I didn't know anything about this. We were just looking at this area. We got the Ganges, Nepal, Bangladesh, China. You got India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. There it is right there. There's Kabul. But see, I'm so young, I've been busy learning North America's states, provinces, map, and Mexico, all these other places. But I think I've gotten a nice picture now as an adult, sort of young adult, of this area. I think they call it Southeast Asia. Hindu Kush. It's not just the plant for smoking. That plant grows naturally, but it's also a mountain range, a very beautiful. And the mountain range stands so much out more. As you see, there's nothing else there but these beautiful mountains. For the people that know that word Kush for the smoking. Other people don't know that. They know the word for the great air. There's very good air in the Himalayan mountain Kush range or what have you. You can see it in the pictures here how good the air is, crisp. You're not around any of those very industrious cities. You're by these very, well, except this one's here. That other one, oh, see, Kabul is located right off the mountain range too. But on the other side of the mountain range, it's very clean. It looked like. Buddhas of Bamiyan, Afghanistan in 1896. And after destruction in 2001 by the Taliban. I like the stuff in the Middle East. Why that looked cool? Why? Because it looked very almost like, I don't know, very cool. Like Egyptian or something. I don't know. But I don't own that land. I guess the Taliban owns it. Right now they do anyway. And I watched their thing on the. I watched their new documentaries and all that, and their vlogs or what have you on YouTube, and I didn't hate them. Hibatula. They started as a militia. That was shortly after I was born. 1 year after I was born, they became a militia. Then they were the first government. The Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan was an Islamic state established in September 1996 when the Taliban began their governance of Afghanistan after the fall of Kabul. At its peak, the Taliban government controlled approximately 90% of the country. Well, with George Bush W. or what have you, I remember that Taliban became sort of a bad word in the mind of many. And Joe, he's never said anything bad about them at all. Nobody's saying anything bad about the Taliban anymore. You have certain ones that remember the old times, and then you have now. You have the second government. You have insurgency during 2002 to 2021. The Taliban insurgency was an insurgency that began after the group's fall from power during the 2000 war in Afghanistan. The Taliban forces fought against the Afghan government led by President Hamid Karzai and later by President Ashraf Ghani, and against the U.S.-led coalition of something or the other. To me, they seem like the original ones, sort of that original families that controlled Afghanistan. Uh, the sheep herders. Uh, but they hold AK-47, but it's been like that here too. Okay, that's how it is here too. You have the Taliban; they are like sheep herders in certain circumstances. They carry their weapons like AK-47, like rocket launcher, like a sheep herder keeps these. And what have you. And many are many are, I don't know exactly, but maybe I don't know if they start out at if they have sheep for herding, or if they just herd humans. I don't know what they do. They have to let us know. How do they make their money? Is it just illegal, or do they make their money doing good things also? Is there farming? How are they getting their food? They run the country, they're the government, but we know nothing about their food, nothing about their nutrition, nothing about their agriculture. And they also don't show it much. But as you can see, our people also hold we have M16s and things like that, and that's what we have for like our sheep herding mentality. But I'm interested because in America, agriculture is a big, big thing. We learn about agriculture. In most successful nations, it's something they're proud about is their agriculture, or something that they want to build. And it's something that's a very sensitive topic for certain ones that are having trouble with agriculture. And agriculture is basically livestock and vegetables, fruits, nutrition, meat, everything that you need but also big scale to feed many of people in a country or communities and all that. And I didn't get to go to Epcot, but I was right beside it, and I basically have watched much on it. But in America, we have this place called Epcot, and that's an amusement park that is a live experience, a live experience where you can learn about agriculture that our citizens go to learn more about how the government and many other companies work on feeding our nation and feeding many people around the world and whatnot, and the technologies that were developed to create such vast resources like we have today with our modern day farms and some of our we have some very nice farms and many others all around the world. And that's what we wanted to do with North Korea, I think, but there was nobody that could talk about it, and I'm that guy that could really explain that. But I think we did kind of get North Korea on. North Korea is going, and they're making developments, but I'm not sure. But that's one thing I wanted to know about the Taliban. Do they have farms? Do they grow food? But it doesn't seem to be anything that they promoted so far, but that's my suggestion. Or else maybe people over time will wonder. It's a pig. You put it in a cage, many pigs, you slaughter it, like it says in the Quran. butcher, and then you eat. And guess what? If you can do that, you butcher that pig with AK-47. Some people still do that. You can cut the meat and you can even sell it for great money for your country or to feed your people and things. We want to know about that because human lives matter too. We want to make sure everybody's safe. But I think everybody is safe. I'm not sure about it. Maybe I look too far. But with time comes, or with great patience comes results in time. Anyways, here's a chicken farm. This is a tractor that has a machine on the back. It tills the soil so you can put seeds in there to grow all your peppers, all your different foods for all these good meals you see. It all comes right out of the ground with the seeds. Seeds. And you can become so much better of a person, so much better of a community with the nutrition, starting from the seed, not the store. But especially if you're having trouble with the stores too. The seeds. I know, but then you want to make sure everything's good then. And if you know more about it, the better off you are for controlling it. Right? It makes a better country, like the video game. That's how I like it. Like a good video game. Farm simulator. You don't want your life to be a bad video game. You want your life to be a good video game. Like, I don't want my life to be frickin' Battlefield 3, and I don't want my life to be Call of Duty, and I don't want my life to be Prison Break either. Alright? I like my life being farming simulator, cash register game or whatever, and stuff like that. And that other game I used to play. What's that other game I used to play? I used to play that one game. It's on Steam, investment game or whatever on Steam. That's where I like my life to be. And I want our citizens' life to be that too. On Steam. It's on Steam. What is that game on Steam? It's like a business game on Steam. I don't know. It's a pretty good game on Steam. It has to do with, something, I don't know, like City Skyline's a pretty good game. Sims, Football Manager 2022. Euro Truck Simulator 2. And sometimes those bad games, like those warfare games, put you in a warfare state of mind. And that's not good. Especially if you have power, any kind of power in our society. You could be bringing those games out to our society, and that's not necessarily good. Planet Zoo. Crusader Kings 3. I think I've done enough kinging. Jurassic World Evolution 2. There's that farming simulator. Farming simulator. I'm going to plant me some seeds on my international harvester. NBA 2K22. Let me zoom this in a little bit. There it goes. There was another game that's pretty good. American Truck Simulator. If you're a kid and you want to be a trucker, start practicing. Dyson Sphere program. You make a lot of money. Shipping things in your truck when you're older. I swear to God, you'll make. That's the job you want to take. One of them. New and trending. Top rated. You don't want to be me. I'm already me. I'm still alive. But there's a lot of people hiring truckers. And farming can be big. If you buy some land, you can become a farmer just like that. Buy land, get a harvester on your credit, start harvesting and selling your plants and vegetables and fruits and what have you. And livestock. How about livestock? Even small time auctions of livestock, you can make some decent cash. Rugby 22, blacksmith legends, glassmaking, village blinds. What the hell is that? Oh, you have a degree on computer engineering, you can't find a job? Start now to develop a game in your rental garage. Factory Town. It's got to do with factories. Build, automate, and optimize a giant factory. Learn about using conveyor belts, trains, chutes, pipes, and airships. Sell your goods to nearby villages to expand their borders, increase happiness, and unlock even better. And that's what you do. You increase happiness and you unlock even better technology when you work in real life with a job. Surviving the aftermath. That one's a good one for all the people that want to make their life a disaster movie. They can learn how to survive the aftermath. Oh. Some people are born right in it. They're already running their stables. But if you're dreaming, yeah. If it floods anybody's car is generally pretty messed up. That's one thing I've never experienced is a pretty bad flood, other than in Florida. And after I experienced those floods in Florida and all that, I says, I'm taking the Underground Railroad back home.